Well, here it is again. I couldn't keep myself away. So, moving straight back into more Hunter x Hunter, literally less than like 2.5 minutes since the last one. I want to see the big reveal, the fight between Gon and Ahsoka, the lengths that he will go to get that, well, extra punch in. Now that he's landed one, is he done? I don't think so. How much more of the arena is going to be ripped up and destroyed by the end of it? Is Ahsoka going to be using his bungee gum to land a few more hits? How many broken bones is Gon going to get away with? We should see. But it's a learning experience. Gon is still in training. I'm sure he can pick up a thing or two. You know, of all the opening things, sure, this one is educational. It teaches you more about Nen. Kind of what we need to know in all of this, considering, well, what this arc bit is about. But it's not quite as immediately grasping as, say, the original one of the Hunter exam. But since we have the manipulator, transmuter, and everything else with the characters learning their individual talents, is there more to this world than just, like, you know, brute strength and skill and now Nen? Is there something else that they can pick up on later to get a little power boost once again? Or is it here just down to their individual attention to detail and training? Also, if we go back to the Hunter exam and the fighting and whatnot, and Hanzo had reached that level of skill without knowing Nen, because since we got the, oh, this is what he did while we were here in the battle arena. Then again, so did Killua, so. Not sure how that is interlaced into the episode, considering Gon's fight with Hisoka. Don't look at me with such eyes. Yeah, I can tell they're getting a bit tight, aren't they? No wonder he can't fight effectively. He's having trouble just standing. Well done, Gon. Not only landing a hit, but taking a critical. In fact, he seems to have a grin across his face. So what, if you... Hang on, where did you come from? It depends on the referee on the day. You can have a brilliant match, but it's not awarded in your favour. Who are you again? I mean, everyone knew that was the joke they were going to pull out now. Come on now. No attempt, no point in hiding it. Ah, he's approaching. Is he just going to reclaim his space that he was standing in? They're going to meet midway. He's giving him his badge back. That's what he was here for. I think Soken kind of knew that. I mean, that was his goal the entire time. And he managed to land the blows, so... Some history. Magic. Now, everything that he's been through to get here, summed up in just handing over the badge. I mean, he could have said no. It's not an exact science. It's not a well-known test and the like. He just took an informed guess. It's like reading star signs, is it? Whimsical and dishonest. Okay. Being summed up based just on your aura type itself. Maybe one doesn't have to follow the creed of his description of these auras. He's getting serious now. When we get the colour change appear, well... And he's not taking it... So, are these not counting as clean hits? Let's hope the crowd isn't affected. He is not giving him a moment's reprieve in this fight. He is staying on top of him. Let's hope it just stays in a fighting sense. A slightly good recovery, but is he able to continue? If he... he took a blow too many. He's you can hear ringing. All of those was just... Okay. I mean, he's analysing the situation like he's done with many fights before. Don't rush him. Come on now, you wanted him to show off what he's been through, what he's managed to obtain in the past few months. If he's not coming to you... I know, his bungee gum. See it before it's too late. It's already attached to him. Now, who, even though it may be attached to him, yeah, there's no way of fighting back. When you've got... This is gonna hurt. When you've got such an outstretched animation to it. The build up to that hit. Unless he can detach it from his face somehow. How well stuck on is it? Oh. What's if this triumphant, like... round wind music playing on? But it's not only the bungee gum that he's got and be able to transmute things into other textures, other applications and the like. What can he actually do to fight back here? Well, even if he couldn't, he'd still stand up. Okay, what is it? Multiplication? Ah. At which moment? Neither of the three. It's a trick. None of them. While he was distracting him. So... see. He'd have been able to see it coming. But can he... However, that there'd be a drawback. Could he have been focusing in his eyes in then? There'd be ample opportunity to apply stuff at any point. This is very useful experience for Gon, and letting him know during the heat of battle like this. He will always be at his whim. He is toying with him. He is showing him the vast gap between them while actually providing some useful insight into getting better. Just keep throwing the floor tiles. With him going forward on his own terms this time. He'll just go in. Head first into danger. That's the way Gon does it. You really impress him. Full of resolve. Oh no. I don't want to get into the recording process of these lines. escape, run away, concede the match. Just for those perverted thoughts, he's going to get a few clean hits in. I mean, if nothing else, yeah, he's definitely patient. So right now he's just going to... Oh, nice block. He's going to try and just end the match without going too far into it. Can you use the fact that it's attached to you to your advantage there? See if you can pull him in. Get him off balance at least slightly. That's not fair. Damn this ref. What are these calls he's making? Was he paid off? One point off and 6 points. Also, Hisoka can't really afford to lose considering if he walked away from his first three. Gone. Dishonesty. You twat. I mean, you get hit in the face by a block of stone like that. I mean, distraction is all the part of the game. Hisoka is a showman, if nothing else. Well, several things else, but so I'll get into those ones. He reattached. You can't keep your eyes off of him. It's over. And he's survived, at least. Time for a little growth. However, outside... Great. Well, I am now filled with apprehension. But at least Soka seems to be enjoying himself. Walking along... Yeah, walking away. But Gon can at least land a blow or two. Could he have even thought about doing that earlier? And moving on to the Challenger Floor Master. Are we going to see that fight? It'd be good to analyse some, well, any battles that he's in. Well, so that Gon doesn't get hurt. He brings it to a close. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think about the fact that you 10 to 0. Didn't think about the fact that you don't only have to think about who's fighting, but the ref itself. You got to learn it for yourself, Killer. Where'd the fun be if I just told you everything? And when they next meet, is Zushi going to be able to stand on his own 2 feet next to them? As long as he doesn't skip out on any training or like. But does that call an end onto our Heaven's Arena journey? Even though they've built up the Battle Olympia, he is home. He's got to go see his aunt and everything. They'll be missing you. Show them not only the license, but his friend. And he went all the way to his house, why not? I wonder if there will be a return to this. They were here for that one thing. Thought it would take longer. Having them be satisfied with that resolution because that's what they came here for. Everything else was just additional. Plus, we've got a lot more to catch up on. What has Leorio been learning? Is he going to be able to administer any of that medical training? I think this entire arc where we are just getting more of a feeling of Nen, how it's used, what its implications in the world are, and just a training period for us all. And what are we getting now? I'm on the board, but I'm also standing here. How is that possible? He almost seemed surprised about all the information we were getting about him. I am thoroughly impressed with the past few episodes. We had some pretty damn good animation in the first half of the fight. Then having the technical understanding of Hisoka and his manipulation and diversion during the fight. Look over there. Oh, sorry, gone. It's very, very lucky that he managed to contain himself at least slightly. Otherwise, well, that would have been quite drastic. I wouldn't be ready for that. But the fact that he's now, you're doing well enough for me to allow the fight. Oh, you're doing so well that I now want to meet you outside where there's no rules. Oh boy. We get no explanation for that extra voice in the commentator booth. The ref itself having trying to get the match over with. Just a small thing, just a little bit that really didn't mean anything other than a bit of world building, that the place is a bit more alive because these side characters have a reason for their actions and stuff they're doing. Also, I like Killer. Go back and do more of the attempt the Hunter license again. Then you can pass the Nen thing since you already understand it. Plus, it would be a lot quicker now. And now that he's slightly matured, ever so slightly actually, be able to get through things quite quickly. Plus, he could meet his old friend, Tompa. But it really is fun seeing Gon's growth. Even during the heat of battle, during these intense moments, he's not just setting sights on the here and now, even though he is trying to figure out how things work, why things work, what people are thinking, and what he can do to overcome them. While still only being like 12. But Gon's unending optimism, his fight to continue on, and his goal, well, I'm going to be along for this ride for a while. I'm enjoying it. Hopefully you'll be here surrounding me as well. But there is quite a lot to go through, to go over, to enjoy about Hunter x Hunter. Even if it's just some side characters that may or may not just be mentioned once or twice to never get shown off again. Or ones that are built up to actually be part of their journey to help out. To be more than a footnote in Gon's story. I want to see more. If you enjoyed this one, leave a like and a comment down below. Consider subscribing to the channel to not miss future uploads. Maybe even join onto my Discord. There's sometimes something of interest over there. But for now, get yourselves a bit of rest. See you in the next one. It's good that Gon didn't overflow Sokka's metaphorical cup. If you want to help me find if I even have a speciality, consider joining onto my Patreon. Help out my channel, keep it going for just a little bit longer, because although my water may be just ordinary H2O, we can all enjoy Hunter x Hunter. So I need to thank Noku, Raywin, Sal, Arthea, Kite, Shiwan, Mads, Girly, Cardboard, Akane, Y1TR, Tori Jane, Danny Swede, Diego Zenhausen, and everyone else. Because if it wasn't for you, I would have been out the competition years ago.